Yo. I think we're here. We have music. We have all the stuff. Okay, good. See. Here we go. No, not server 2. Nice! Hello, everybody. Let me see. Once again, we will stop the music when the game starts. See this. There we go. Hey, Tack, what's up? Welcome back, dude. Okay, here we go. Meowdy to you too. Okay, we're casting Beacon League right now. And later today at 6, we'll be on WRL Trackmania casting there because the first event for the Women Racing League is starting, which is pretty cool. Nice. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. It's gonna be good. I'm very excited. I'm very excited. And tomorrow, Women Racing League is as well. It's a 2-day thing. 2-day event. Bum, 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 bum. Exciting times indeed. I'm just waiting for like confirmation that I can go into the server. You caved in? Wait, what do you mean? What you mean? You bought a robot vacuum. Oh no. Wait, what's happening? Yo, Stag with a primer. Thank you so much. Huge. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And welcome to the stream again. Thank you for the primer, dude. Much appreciated. I'll turn the music off when we start the stream, or when we start the cast. I'm just waiting for, wait, BDL? Is it BDL, not BW? Wait, am I doing it wrong? Is it BDL? Beacon Duo League. Right. Okay. Change that on the YouTubes as well. There's a YouTube stream at the same time. Just so you guys know. Okay. Beacon Duo League. Sort out some stuff. You bought a robot vacuum. So, did you try it out yet? How is it? How's it looking? But it's kind of cute. Wait. There we go. Super cool. Nice. If you have once you have a cat, it might go sit on it. That would be funny. I think I'll just join the room. Server 8, he said. That's the one I need to be in. Here's the password. It's gonna go in. Kinda stuck in my dining room chairs and asked for help, but I fixed that now. Oh no. Okay, I gotta go into spectator real quick. Spectator. I'm the only one here. Okay, so this is the map. Hey, Crit, what's up? The map is looking kind of cool. Stuck in your giant. Yeah, you gotta teach it. You gotta be like, hold on. Go here. Oh god, the sugar. I forgot the sugar. Ugh. Forgot the sugar, man. Hey, Stag. Crit, hope you're having a nice start of your weekend as well. You need to name it? You do. I saw this creator online who has this parrot, and it's a very cute parrot, but she also got one of those little zoomers. She called it Suck Norris, which I thought good. Elbow cave after right. It's more the shoulder, but yeah, I mean, the rest helps. It really it's still annoying, but yeah. It's here mostly, and then it kind of straalt out, kind of. Stuck between a meme name like that, or hey Ada, what's up? Ada, good luck later. It's just something like Dave. Yeah, true. Equally funny. It's like Bob. This is Steve. It links with Alexa. Yeah, kind of true. Oh wow, okay. You have to actually name it. Holy moly. Stag, when you have an update, on like people coming in, that would be great. Radiating pain sucks. Yeah, that's the word. Radiates out. Yeah. It radiates out to my, like, all the way to my biceps. Here. Yo, Tyler. Welcome, dude. Why are you still awake? Because all the good stuff is happening right now. Duck Norris. That's a good one. Duck Norris. How you doing, Tyler? I hope you're good. I hope things are better than last week. 2 weeks ago. Good luck practicing, Ada. Good luck. Oh, we have a we have a player. It's worse? Oh man, I'm so sorry. That sucks. Oh, if you ever want to vent about it, you know, just send me a DM or whatever. It's yeah, it's not cool. Oh, who's that? Marsley, okay. Um Okay, I'm gonna close the camera. Bye-bye. Because we're getting into the stuff. Yeah, we're gonna stop the music when we get to the cast. Oh, and I gotta do the let me turn off this stuff. Stop. Okay. Close queue, hide the bar at the top. Yeah, maybe I'll hide the bar now. Just so I don't forget that. Like that. And then the music, I'll hope to remember, but if I don't, please do tell me about it. Could you tell me about game audio? I don't hear much game audio myself. But it might be the music, doing a thing. It is there? Okay. It's there, but it's quiet. Yeah. Once we start, once I turn off the music, please do let me know if I need to turn it up a little bit. Lemur, what's up? What is up, dude? I'd hear the revving when Marcy flew over the gap. Yeah. It's there. It's just really quiet. Okay, so the format for this, we're playing 5 maps. We're playing 5 maps. You get a point if you win your map with your team, and then you get another point for overall, like, winning more maps than the other team, right? The best of 5. As far as I understood it. There's 2 players on each team. And the maps are looking pretty difficult. I've seen some people practicing, and it's these maps are not easy. So yeah, this is something. Blah. Okay. Let's see. Jan and Marsley are gonna be our opponents today. Alright, let's see what's happening. Piranha and Huso versus Jan and Marsley. I'm guessing there's gonna be a warm-up first. Oh, we're swapping maps. Here we are. We have a 50-second warm-up. And then we're off. This map is called Skilleroga by Vixa. Vixa guy, look at that. That is cool. I apologize for my widescreen. This might be a little in the way, but I hope it's not too annoying. Let me do this right here. Let's take a look at the thing. Snazzy UI. Yeah, it looks really good. I think we're just gonna stop the music after this song because it feels like a good moment to do it. Perfect! Wide screen. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, we're off. Beacon Duo League. We're happening. Bungie, welcome to the screen. We've got some fancy turnarounds here with the booster and going into this dirt. We have an immediate crash. It was Jan TM who was crashing. Also, Huso has made a mistake. Is a little bit behind. That is about half a second, but Jan with an even bigger gap there. We're looking at the top 2, Marsley versus Piranha. Piranha and Huso, of course, driving for Molotov, and it is Marsley and Jan on the stage for 5W. And Piranha is taking a little bit of a lead, but it's not a big one. Marsley is still ready to snipe, and this looks like a map where mistakes can happen very, very quickly. So you really need to keep your focus on, because this is just... These maps are so tricky. There's so much going on, and so much of these tiny bits. And Marsley, look at that, with a huge, beautiful snipe there, and that is gonna be a draw in the first round. Jan going for the slow finish. Doesn't even make it, but it doesn't matter. There is a draw. Both teams get 1 point. Because Marsley managed to overtake Piranha right at the last second. I don't see any names. Is that a normal thing? Oh, I do see names right there. Okay, we're good with the names. Piranha with a bit of a slower start. But he is still in the mix here. Jan and Marsley taking the lead for now. And Huso also still in 3rd place. Oh, but Jan, tiny little touch there on the side, and that will mean an acceleration penalty, and he will slow down because of it. Marsley now has the task of once again getting that 1st place in order to force that tie and make sure that Molotov doesn't get ahead. But let's see if Piranha is able to maybe snipe the situation a little bit. Marsley had a good end there, but we don't know if that is a consistent thing that Piranha was a little bit slower, or maybe Piranha just made a tiny little bit of an error. We will see. Marsley in first place for now. Can I click on these? I can. Okay, this is beautiful. Let's take a look at second place. Here we go. Piranha did manage to snipe, and actually Jan and Marsley in 2 and 3. Huso in 4th. We have another tie on our hands. Another draw. I'm getting used to this layout where I can, because if I do print or page up and page down, I don't really control who I flip to, but here I can do that when I do the mouse. Here we go. Beautiful turnaround. Marsley comes out of it fastest. And then we have Jan in, oh, we have clips happening all over the place now. Huso and Piranha are both making a mistake. And it is Marsley and Jan. Wait, did the music stop? Hold on. There we go. We stopped the music. I apologize for that. That was not supposed to happen. Oh, I know what I did. I know my mistake. But anyway, here we go back to the game. Yeah, I'm sorry. Sarkita was not invited to this competition. Marsley with a quite a big lead, 0.4. Piranha, though, overtaking Jan and taking second place. But Jan fighting back. And there's so much happening. Piranha is pushing it, trying to get ahead, but will have to overtake Marsley as well. There's that turnaround. Marsley with a respawn. Piranha with more speed. Can he snipe it? No, he can't snipe it. But what is happening here in second place? Huso has to respawn. Marsley with a slow-mo, but he is far enough ahead in order to take the third place, and that means the point will, or the win will go to 5W. And they take the lead now, 3-4. When you get a 1-3, you get 2 points and the opponents get 1. Get an ace, then I'm assuming you get 3 points, the opponents get 0. Oh, crit, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the resub, much appreciated.
1 month and I get the cool purple kitty badge.
Yes, you do. Meanwhile, we have Jan who made a mistake, and is, no, actually, Piranha is the one who made the mistake, and is now in 4th place. Marsley, Huso, Jan is now the lineup, and this will be another victory for, oh, there's a crash, and now there's suddenly an ace formation, and now we're gonna, oh no, Marsley respawning didn't quite turn enough. Has to respawn that. Huso, Piranha are both finishing in 2 and 3. Jan with a 111.2. Marsley in 4th place. We have another draw. And each team gets 1 point. Also, tell me if I need to turn the audio up for the game a little bit. I can do that if needed. But it might be okay. Huso in 4th place has a little bit of a, not as great of a line there and loses a little bit of speed because of it. Jan and Marsley very close together, basically driving the same lap here. But Piranha is also in the mix there. And very, very close to that CP, almost touching it, and that it does gain a little bit of speed. Piranha snipes 2nd place, but has to stay there and has to hold on to it and hope that Marsley makes another mistake so that it can somehow snipe 1st place in order to force that draw. But now Jan already overtaking 2nd place as well, but Piranha with a nice grasp it. Here's that turnaround section. We have a mistake by Jan. Marsley will end up in 1st place. What is Huso doing? Huso stays in 3rd. Marsley with a 110.5. Another draw, 5-6. But if it continues to be draws like this, it will be in favor of 5W because they are 1 point ahead. So Molotov does need to win at 1 point. They need to either get an ace or they need to win the round. We have a crash here. We have a crash, and I think it was Jan who crashed. Marsley crashes too. This is the round where you need to ace them. This is the one where you need to ace them. Both players of 5W are having a disastrous round here and are 6 seconds behind both of them. All Molotov needs to do now is just finish the round without a respawn. They don't even have to be fast about it. And they will get 3 points, if I'm not mistaken. And that will mean a huge gain. And that is exactly what they need. Let's see if they can make it happen. For now, they are cruising towards those last turns. Long map. Here we go. Here's that turnaround. They're both taking the safe finish. They know they have the time. Marsley with 18 seconds, 19 seconds. There you go. Easy ace right there for Molotov, which will put them on 8 points. And that means if they win the round, they can suddenly close it out. Maybe a tiny bit. I can turn it up a little. How's this? There we go. 8-6 is the score. And we have a crash. We have another crash. Piranha and Jan both crashed. Again, if Molotov wins this round right now, they can take it home. They need to go to 10 points. 10 points gives you the victory. And a 1 and 3 position at the finish will give you 2 points. Well, the enemy gets 1, or the opponent gets 1, which would be enough. But Marsley is not letting it happen for now. Still going strong in first place. Huso is chasing him down. And it is Jan in a third. And Piranha with 3 seconds on the clock right now. Which is quite a bit. Marsley for now not making a mistake. But we've seen mistakes happen at that last section. That last turnaround. And then that backwards finish. Can we see another one of those mistakes? Huso could at least... Huso going for the safe, but actually doesn't quite do it perfectly. Marsley will finish in first. Jan actually overtakes. There's an ace right there, and suddenly it's 8-9. They ace right back. That means that a draw is not enough for Molotov. A draw will give 5W the victory. They need to win in order to tie it for Molotov. And if they ace it, they win it. But a draw goes in favor of 5W. So that will not be enough. They need to push it now. They need to push it. They can't save it. Huso with a little bit on the clock, 0.3. Marsley, Piranha, and Jan still in that same group, in the front group. But Huso is still clinging on and is still on pace. Any mistake by any of the other players, and Huso will snipe that. Jan falling back a little bit. Huso now connecting up. Actually taking third place here. If Piranha can take first now, and Huso takes third, that will draw it 10-10 in points. Jan with an awkward line. Here we go. Piranha for the finish. Does he have more speed? Does he have more speed? It looks like Marsley will snipe it. It's a draw. The first round will go to 5W. But what a battle. What a battle. Mono, how you doing? Great leader indeed. Very, very tricky map. A lot of those narrow sections where you really have to just have your freaking aimbot ready. Next map is called Orbit. It is made by Jorday and Prophet 10. First win. I'm gonna get my notepad out. You know I love my notepad. First map goes to 5W. Puts them 1-0 up. We're going to drive 5 maps in total, so it's going to be a best of 3. Best of 5. You need to win 3 maps in order to win the match, and you get 1 extra point for winning every map and for the victory in total. If you win 5 maps, you get 6 points. Here we go. The race is starting. 9-10 on the first map. We're off. Let's see who has the confidence on this particular track. We have some technical dirt sections here. Into this drift on the tarmac and a little bit of plastic. We've seen almost all the surfaces by now. We're just missing grass and ice, I think. And some jumps here. There's the black surface. Wow, this is very spectacular stuff here. In the meantime, Marsley has crashed out. Piranha is in first place now, absolutely zooming in front of Jan. And here's the reactor down on that penalty dirt. Oh, and Piranha makes a mistake here. Totally crashes out. It is Jan who takes first. Huso is chasing. Piranha still in. Is it? I can't see the top bits here. Jan takes first. Huso second. Marsley will take a 3rd place. And Piranha in a 4th place. That's a victory to start with for 5W, who now have 1 map and 2 points ahead of Molotov's 1 point. Ignite, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Take a look at Huso, the driver from Turkey. Right now he is in 4th place, but has some shiny lines here. There's that plastic sausage. And this jump, I feel like, is a really cool element to the map, but it looks very intimidating. Huso now falling a little bit behind. Marsley crashes, and that is gonna cost some time. It is Piranha in 1st place, and we've seen him in that position before, but then he made a mistake and had to respawn it. And let's take a look at this battle here at the front. That bug slide is very cool. Jan came out of it a little bit better and is now ahead, and we're jumping to the finish. But Jan is... Oh, he did finish, but that looked very, very sketchy. Jan does finish with a bonk, and the score is now 2-3 because we have a draw. We're going to the next round. Score is 2-3, so it's still only 1 point between the two of them, between the two teams. And for now, all 4 drivers are on the same pace. Just 0.2 between all of them. Very narrow zigzag section there. Very scary. They all come through it pretty nicely. Here comes that jump onto the engine off, where you need to take this plastic quarter pipe, a wall ride, I will call it. Marsley and Jan are just driving the same round at the moment. Look at them. They are absolutely in tune. Here comes that bug slide. Piranha with that beautiful bug slide overtakes both of them, but can he hold on to it? Can he hold on to it? It does look like he can. Piranha with a beautiful ending there. 105.5. It's a draw, so both teams get 1 point. Very nice run. 3-4 is the score. 5W still ahead. But 1 win will draw it, and 1 ace will put Molotov in the lead. This time it is Marsley with not as good as a start as he would want. Huso as well, falling a little bit behind. Piranha and Jan are the ones in the lead together at the moment. You want as much speed as possible on that engine off, and it looks like Jan has a little bit more of it. Piranha going a little bit wide, it looks like. Gets overtaken by both Huso and Marsley. And falls back to 4th place. Now we're going to that bug slide section. We know that Piranha has a good one, but is it enough to gain some positions? It is not. With a little bit of a bumpy landing as well. Jan and Marsley will end up in 1st and 2nd place. A 105.692. One would call that nice, but it is a 3-7 lead now in points on this 2nd map for 5W. An ace will give them the win. So whatever happens, Molotov needs to prevent that. And ideally ace them right back. All 4 drivers still flawless, I was gonna say, but then Jan did that. Jan falling out of it. This opens the door for a very good round for Piranha and Huso, but Huso also crashing. It is now Piranha and Marsley in the lead. And Jan has overtaken 3rd place as well. Piranha still in 1st place, has to take 1st place no matter what, and hope that Huso can get a 3rd. But if Piranha has 1st place, then at least you prevent the opponents from getting 2 points. Piranha now with quite a lead, and that will be a 1st place. Let's see, and behind here, Jan will end up in a 3rd, and that gives a point to 5W as well. And 5W is quite happy with that. All they have to do now is just draw twice. And even a victory for Molotov twice will be good for 5W. The Molotov needs to ace. And Huso with an early mistake here. And another mistake right after. Once you crash again. It's like a rule of the game. It is now Piranha once again who has to draw it out somehow. Getting 1st. But just getting draws here, even victories, will not be enough. There needs to be an ace on the board at some point. But first, let's see what this round brings. Marsley in 1st place. Jan chasing in 2nd. Huso is there in 4th. And Piranha is doing what he can to prevent this ace. They could just... It has to be an ace, otherwise... Or it has to be a 1st place for Piranha. Can he do it? Can he do it? It looks like he can do it. He does manage to take 1st place with a 0.4. That's a very nice time. At least he prevented the map to be won by 5W right now. But now, the only thing that Molotov can do is ace. Anything else, 5W wins the map. They have to ace. So they need to put it all on the line right now. For now, we have 4 players going strong, but then it is Huso with a crash, and this is disastrous. Piranha is in 1st. And now Jan and Marsley have no doubt noticed that Huso is 1.3, 1.4 seconds behind, and all they gotta do is just cruise to the finish in a not too crashing fashion, and they will be just fine. Piranha remains in 1st place. Jan and Marsley are just cruising as they should. A 0.4 PB for Piranha, actually. Beautiful time. Great round with Huso in 1st place. The 10 points are reached. 5W will take map 2 with 6-10. And that means they've already got 2 points, because you get 1 point for winning the map. And you get a point for winning overall. It needs to be a clean sweep now. The only chance Molotov has is if they just take all the maps from here on out. If they want to win this. The next map we go to is Mare Bello by Linzinho. And it is another banger, it looks like. I think this is one we warmed up on when we joined the room. Reverse sweep. We've seen crazier things. It can happen for sure. Also, Kurami, I don't know if I said hi to you yet, but there you go. We're looking at... Let's take a look at Huso on this map by Linzinho. We have a little bit of a... Oh, that's not a great jump here. Huso, the only one who didn't come through that properly. Piranha still in it to win it though. If he gets first place, we'll be able to force the tie. We have that plastic swooping. Marsley has also made a tiny mistake. Piranha now also not with the best lines there. Marsley able to overtake once again. Jan, the only one so far who hasn't made a mistake, but now suddenly Marsley just drives up to him a little bit as well. It is 5W in ace formation. Here comes a penalty dirt section with a reactor down. Always interesting stuff. And here comes the finish, and 5W starting out strong with the ace. 108.338 for Jan. 3 points for 5W, and that is a nice one to start with. Going to round 2. Huso this time. Great start. We have a little bit of ice sliding onto that turbo. They're all coming through it just nicely right now. A little bit of grass. And a drift onto the black surfaces. All drivers swooping like their life depends on it. But it's Marsley and Jan who are now taking a bit of a lead. It's not a huge lead, but it's there. Piranha is able to connect up again with some good technical dirt lines. But now is once again forced to try to get that first place. But Jan is not slowing down. And Marsley also takes second place back again. And here comes that finish. Jan and Marsley only 13 thousandths apart with the ace. That is 2 aces in a row. 0, 6. And 5W is well on their way to win this map. And with that, technically the match, although we are playing the 4th and 5th map, no matter what the results are, because the points will matter as well. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Still have some rounds to play. Huso touches, it looked like, and gets a little bit of acceleration penalty. Marsley with a little bit of an awkward line. Loses position there. Gets overtaken by his teammate Jan and Piranha as well. But does take it right back again. Although Piranha is still in the mix there. Piranha doing what he can to get first place here in order to force that draw. Even though that would put 5W on 7 points as well. Again, 5W is in a situation where they don't mind getting a draw right now. They don't care. Just getting 3 draws in a row is fine. Works for them. Marsley with a bit of a touch. Piranha is not able to snipe, but it is very close though. Jan in first place. The victory will go to 5W, and that means it is 1-8. A victory now, or 2 draws, or of course an ace, will mean 5W wins. But the first point on this map is on the board, even though 5W is definitely showing they are very strong here. Marsley and Jan taking the lead. This time Huso is the one knocking on the door. Very close to that barrier, everybody. Just maxing it out, trying to optimize every little bit that they possibly can. And now it is Marsley and Jan who are getting a little bit of a distance there. There's a little bit of a gap now, and it is 0.4, 0.5. They are smelling the victory here. They are going strong for it. Can they keep their heads clear? It looks like they can. Let's take a look at that team right there. There you go. There's the ace. 111 will be the final score for this map. The first 2 maps were kind of close, but this one is very dominant in favor of 5W. Very well driven. Just making some notes on my notepad. Again, we will be driving the second or the 4th and 5th map. We have Marsley and we have Jan. There we go. Just doing some writing. So technically the match has already been won by 5W, but you can get a point if you win a map. So we are going to see if Molotov can snoop some points away here for the overall leaderboards. We have an engine off section here. The map is called Thriller, and it is made by Kerberos. I'm going to have a sip of my drink. That's an interesting section. I think that was a no grip and some sliding. Sliding and swooping. Very cool. Here we go. Warm-up is over. 5W is 3-0 ahead in maps. We're driving on the 4th map now. We have an engine off bit into water. Maybe it's not even engine off. It's just you don't hear the engine. It could be mistaken. But here we go. Now there's an actual engine off onto this wall ride with a very scary bit. And there is an ice slide. It's not an ice slide. It's a no grip slide. We have some crashes now. Piranha crashed. Huso crashed. Jan crashed. No, Jan didn't crash. Marsley crashed. I apologize. Jan being the only one who actually got through that without an error. Marsley having a slowdown again. And Jan is now in the lead by himself. And driving over that wood bit. A lot of engine off sections here. A lot of zigzag, a lot of narrow. Would have been fun to explore this and discover this, I bet. Meanwhile, we have Huso and Piranha in 2 and 3. Jan with a 105.4. And the first draw is on the board because of a lot of mistakes happening here. 1-1 for now. Huso is the one we are joining in the cockpit now. It is Piranha. Looked to be slowing down a little bit. Might have had a tiny touch there. A little bit of an awkward line. Falls back a little. Here comes that no grip section with that 360. Very fun bit. Piranha has lost a little bit of ground here. 0.6 behind now. Let's take a look at that front group. Huso chasing. Huso now has the assignment of getting first place in order to force that draw. But Jan is just on a tear at the moment. And Marsley chasing very close behind. Here comes that quarter pipe jump onto the wall. And oh, but what was that right there? Hold on a minute. Huso manages to get first place because Yun had to respawn that. And that means the point or the victory goes to Molotov, and they are now in the lead 3-2. That was unexpected. Uso now with he slides out. Unfortunate in that water bit. You just want to have a no slide, and when that doesn't happen, you lose so much time. Yun once again, look at that lead that he's already got. And after that 360, you just snap back, and it's beautiful to see. Piranha in second place. Marsley is chasing, though. And Huso, with 1 second on the clock, is still in range to snipe any big respawn mistakes that people make. But we'll have to depend on mistakes by others. Here comes that wall ride. Piranha ends up in third place. Here comes that... Wait, Yun again! What happened? Ooh, okay, he just goes to the other side. Piranha manages to snipe first, though. 105.6. Yun veering off to the right there. Not sure what's happening. We might have to check out what's going on, if that is a mistake or an intended line. But loses him time, and there's the draw. Here we go in round... What is it? Round 4, I think. Here comes the engine off. Marsley, for now, in the lead. Look at that snap when they... Boom, there it is. It looks very cool. Marsley comes out of it best. Piranha trailing in fourth. Uso still in a good position to maybe snipe something in the lead. Yun making some kind of error here and falls back to fourth place. Uso touching the side and gets overtaken by Yun and Piranha. And now suddenly Yun is in second place, but there it is. There's the different line here. Oh, and Piranha does have a better line at the ending. Victory. Unfortunately, for Molotov, the win will go to 5W. Also, Jemko, welcome to the stream. We have an early mistake here. Yun in the water section, which is gonna cost a lot of time. Piranha for now in the lead, fighting it out with Marsley. Huso in third place. Wait, but that's not supposed to happen. Piranha full crashing out. Marsley inherits first place. And even Yun now managing to overtake Piranha. Huso half a second behind Marsley. Still close enough to snipe a respawn, but it will have to depend on that. It's no longer in his own hands. Here's that jump. I want to actually see what Yun does. Yun now respawning a couple of times. Look at that. 14 seconds. Piranha as well. Oh, this is going to be a battle here. Piranha respawning, gets overtaken by Yun again. None of them are going to finish. Victory. It's a victory for Marsley. Wow. Suddenly, 5W is in the lead. 2 people didn't finish because Marsley got first. They were awarded the win. Oh, we have a crash. Wait, did we have a crash? It looked like a crash, but it's not a crash. I saw that wrong. We did not have a crash. It's 6-7. That means an ace will bring 5W home. Oh, and that's a mistake. Yun messing up the 360 and having to do it over again. That's going to be seconds on the clock. Huso touches the inside there and is slowing down a little bit. We have Marsley now in the lead by 0.2. And Huso and Piranha desperately trying. At least one of them needs to overtake Marsley here. At least one of them needs to overtake. That will tie them up again. And it does not look like that is going to happen. Marsley will end up in first place. 105.811. It is a draw. And again, 5W in a wonderful position now to just get draws. Draws will give them the win. One ace will win it for Molotov, but a victory will win it for 5W. Huso losing a little bit at the start, already 0.2 behind. Quarter of a second here. Piranha in a good position together with Marsley. Here comes that slide section. Piranha messes it up. No! Jan messes it up too. Huso takes back a second place, but Piranha is now a second behind. Take a look from Jan's perspective here. Again, this position they're in now will win 5W the map. Huso has to snipe first in order to prolong this map here. Can he do it? Marsley goes left at the end, I think Jan. And Huso clips! Huso clipping. Jan now going left. There it is, the ace! Huso not able to take first place here. That will put them 7-11. And 5W will take the fourth map as well. And this, it paints a picture of 5W. I mean, they're 4 maps ahead now. But every map is very, very close. So it's not just a blowout. It's actually closer than the score would make you think. But the numbers don't lie. They are 4 maps ahead. What is happening here with my... replay? Okay. What is happening with my camera? I don't know if I can find a better angle for that part. I would have to do a free cam, I think. But I'm not sure that that is going to be working. But it's an interesting section for sure. We have a couple more seconds left in the warm-up on this last map. And it is called... I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Mander. It's made by Azix together with Roquette. The last map of this matchup is starting. Can Molotov grab it for the honors? Put the map on the board. Here we go with that swoop, wall ride, reactor down section, and then ending up in an ice slide. It is pretty something. And it is a little bit hard to follow as a spectator. But Marsley comes out in first place. Piranha, Huso trailing in 2 and 3, and Jan with a 0.2.3 on the clock. Here we go, onto that booster. And a grass section as well. Piranha is really fighting here. They are so close. The top 3 is incredibly close together. Within 0.05 of a second onto this plastic sausage bit. Marsley now overtaking first place. And Huso drives a PB. Ends up in second. Marsley with a 108.39. Very nice round. It is a draw. We start with the 1-1. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't think I can make it any better. Oh, we have a crash, though, by Jan. This opens up some opportunities for Molotov if they can take first place from Marsley. Piranha is not having the best uphill there, so maybe Huso can make something happen. A little hero moment. Does overtake Marsley here and is now working with 0.16 of a lead. Piranha needs to... Oh, there we go. Marsley crashing. Piranha able to overtake second place. And now they just need to cruise to the finish with that ace on the board. That would be huge. And there it is. Huso with a wonderful 108.6. Piranha in second. The ace is there. Score will be 4-1. Taking another sip of my coffee. Next round. We will know what happens when we come out of this section. There we go. Marsley and Huso come out on top. Jan with a touch. Jan is out of it. Piranha also with a touch, but still ahead of Jan. Jan has to respawn again. It's going to be between Marsley and Huso here. They're going to be fighting it out. Huso onto the booster first. Piranha is 9 seconds ahead of fourth place. So if Huso can stay in first, this will be a victory for Molotov, which is one they will desperately need in order to increase that lead that they already have. But a bigger lead is better than a smaller lead. Huso still in a good place. 108.5. Stays ahead of Marsley. And Piranha will finish in third place. Jan is taking the scenic route. And the score is 6-2. Molotov doing good in this map. They do need to stay focused for a little bit longer. But they are in a very good spot at the moment. Jan now in fourth place once again. Definitely. Oh, we have a crash though. That was Huso, I think. Marsley clipping. It is now suddenly Piranha and Jan who are in first and second place. Huso has 5 seconds to make up for, which might be hard unless someone else respawns. But Piranha is in first place, and if they do end up with a draw right here, that will still be very good. Even a victory would be, of course, better. Jan crashing, but still has that reactor, so it doesn't slow him down too much. Goes to the safe finish. Marsley will overtake second place from teammate Jan. Piranha, however, 108.4. The draw is there, and that is good for Molotov because it puts them 7-3. An ace will do it now. An ace will do it, but also, if you keep drawing, that's fine. Even if 5W wins 3 times in a row, that will still be the map for Molotov. Molotov in a very good spot now. Take a look at Jan in fourth place. No one clipping this time, although Piranha does slow down a little, maybe a tiny little clip. Falls back to fourth. Huso still in the lead, but it is very close round so far. And Huso, Jan, and Marsley are battling it out in the front. Piranha ready to snipe it from whoever makes the first mistake here. Dirt section, jumping, narrow CPs here, narrow sections. It is Marsley in first place now. We're gonna jump to that. Oh, and it is. Ooh, what was that? That was Jan making a mistake on the jump. We have another tie, another draw. Marsley finishes a 108.5. 8-4 now for Molotov. And again, this is great for Molotov. All they need to do is this a couple more times or win or ace once. They will take the map. Coming out into that ice slide. Jan with 0.2 behind the top 3 right now. Oh, we have a clip. That was Uso, I think, who now has 0.7, 0.8 to make up for. 0.7, there it is. It is Piranha who takes the lead. Again, Piranha, all he has to do is get first place, and then it doesn't matter what happens behind. If Huso is in 4th, you draw, you're on 9 points. If Huso is in 3rd, you win. Just stay in 1st. Marsley trying to push it, trying to get closer. Piranha not letting it happen. Finishes with a 0.4. Huso doing some stunts on his way to the finish. 9-5. A draw now will be enough for Molotov. A victory for 5W will be enough for Molotov. 5W needs an ace. Anything else, and this map is over and will be won by Molotov. Let's see who we are spectating here. Piranha with a great exit from the ice. Marsley no sliding. Doesn't have a lot of speed. Gets a no slide and is now very far behind. Huso in 3rd place. Marsley crashing here is great news for Molotov because that will mean no matter what. Oh my god, what was that? Jan flies into the sky onto that checkpoint. It is now Piranha and Huso. Oh, Piranha crashing. Huso overtakes. But there's huge lead. There's a huge lead. Piranha and Huso are still in 1 and 2. Will they finish it out with the ace? Right here. This is 21 seconds for Jan. This will go to Molotov with, let's see, with the ace. 12-5. A nice statement from Molotov. Of course, the victory of the match will go to 5W. They have 4 maps to their name. Molotov only had 1. So because of those 4 maps, 5W gets another point. So it's 5 points for 5W. 1 point for Molotov. GG to both teams. That was pretty cool. Wow. GG. I don't see chat. Chat's been turned off. That's fine. XJ, Cliss, hi. Ooh, thank you for casting. No worries. It was a pleasure. It was fun. That was very cool. Stag, are there more races next week? Because I'm able to do those as well, I think. There are? Nice. All right. So next week, we're doing this again. Keep it on the Discord for my stream notifications, and otherwise the Beacon Discord will have times of playtimes as well. But that was some good stuff. I will exit the server. Nice. We're done, right? Let me double check. Yeah, okay. Exiting server. There you go. Wow. Wow. Okay. Okay, so what's happening now? Let me turn this back on. Hello, everybody. We can also put Shakira back on, because I think it was Shakira who was playing. There it is. I won't be live long. I will end now because in a few minutes, or like in 45 minutes, the Women Racing League is starting on the WRL. Here we go. Shout out WRL Track Mania. Boom. Please head over there. The first matches are starting at 6. Season 2 is starting today. So pretty cool. I'll be casting there as well. It's a 2-day event. There's going to be a couple matches there. Some players also have their own POV stream, so be sure to check them out as well. But I hope to see you in about an hour over there. Won't be streaming it on my own channel. I'll be casting it on WRL Trackmania. Yeah, Ada, I hope you're practiced and feeling good about it. But let's raid someone right now. Are there more matches for Beacon going on? Or is that over as well? Beacon warm-up matches. Let's see. We could raid Mutta maybe? Or is he not live anymore? Wait. He's not live anymore. Oh yeah. Ada, good luck. Good luck. Okay? You got this. You got this. Are there more Beacon matches today? I want to know. Like raiding Beacon GG, is that gonna be useful? We could raid Birdie, I suppose. Let's see. He's not playing, he's watching. Let's see. Like, are there more matches on the Beacon thing? I mean, you can raid Birdie, I suppose. That works. Yeah. Let's see. An hour to good luck with stream prep. Remember, Foo wants tuna. Yeah, very true, very true. All right, let's raid Birdie. Even if he's no longer casting, I don't know if there's gonna be more matches, but he'll sure be just live and doing stuff. So that should be good. Yeah, let's do it. Start raid. Don't go anywhere. Stay for the raid. Make sure you yell something cool in Birdie's chat. Next. Hey, dude. Welcome, and bye at the same time because we are going. Thank you so much for watching, people. It's been a pleasure. Hope to see you in a few minutes or in an hour.